I want to teach you the 4 basic edits Final Cut Pro does, but I also want to teach you the fastest way to get your footage edited, because like all good software, there are 3, 4, 5 different ways to perform the same functions in Final Cut Pro. So when you start a new project, you'll have an empty timeline. Probably the fastest way to bring a clip in would be to just drag it from the library and drop it in the primary storyline. Problem is, this isn't going to get you very far because you usually don't want to bring a whole clip in. You want to bring a selection in. Another thing you could do is to highlight a clip in your library, go to the Edit menu and select Append. That's the most simple menu edit item. It just appends a clip to the end of the previous clip. You could do this all day. You just select clips and append them. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to bring in a whole clip. You can actually set a range up here, but it's still not going to get you very far because it only goes to the end of the previous clip. And you're going to want to cut into the middle, more likely. So I like to do what I call a 2-point edit. I'm going to get rid of those by highlighting and deleting them. Let's find where we want to cut into the footage by playing and stopping at that point.
He picks it up. He also likes the Pope.
Okay, right after the word Pope. Okay, so I'm going to park the playhead right where I want the edit to occur, but I'm not going to bother to set an in or an out. I'm not going to set a range at all. I'm going to let the playhead be my in point. Then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to select a piece of footage, okay? And I can set a range here if I'd like to, so I'll play my footage. Let's say I want it right before that hand comes in, okay? So I want to start here. I'll go to the Mark menu, set range start, okay? And then I'll play it, and as soon as that hand is in there, I want to end the edit there. So I'm going to go to the Mark and I'm going to set range end. The shortcut would be I and O, standing for in and out. So I've really only set 2 points, an in and an out. And I've set no points here. I've simply left my playhead parked where I want the edit to occur. This is why I call it a 2-point edit. At this point, you have a choice of edits. You can go to the Edit menu. You could do an insert edit or an overwrite edit. I would say 9 times out of 10, you're going to be using one or the other of these edits. The keyboard shortcuts are W and D. Okay. If I do an insert edit, look what happens. Okay. It moves this part of the previous clip over, and it makes space for this to fit in the middle. It preserves all of this part and all of this part, and it increases the overall duration of my running time.
He also likes the Pope, that is the Catholic Church.
Okay, so it maintained the word Pope and the words Catholic Church. It just split them apart to make room for this clip. I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to show you what would happen if you do an overwrite edit.
The Pope Church.
We lost the part of the Catholic Church because what it did is this clip that came into the middle, it actually wrote over part of this clip. Okay, that's why it's called an overwrite. And it does not increase the overall duration end to end of my running time. So depending on your situation, you'll want to use one or the other, but those are the edits you're going to want to use most of the time. So I recommend that you do a 2-point edit,
watching earlier,
meaning parking your playhead where you want the edit to occur, and then going up in your source footage, maybe setting an in, maybe setting an out, and then hitting either the W or the D key to do a quick insert or overwrite edit. That's the fastest way to build a precise edit in your timeline.